Hey everyone, welcome to the MatMadik cast channel. Alright, just taking a break from the political stuff for a moment, getting back to some good old voice play. Well, Jeff Castellucci. Alright, I was trying to hold off on doing Christmas songs until we got closer to the Christmas period, but you know what? I just figured that there's probably going to be an avalanche of Christmas songs I could react to soon, so let's just get started from now. What we got today: God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, low bass singer cover. Jeff Castellucci. Let's see what you got for us.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay.
Alright, I'm sorry, I just have to, right off the bat, just say I truly appreciate this man's powerful sound. I have to give him props every damn time he starts singing. Just listen to the, it's like a, it's like some people are like baseball bats, but this man's like a log, or no, a trunk of a tree. And yes, for the matter, Jeff, keep your hair long, it's the better look. Anyway, that's what I think. What do you think? Now let's keep it going with this classical piece right here. Well, classic piece, I should say.
Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Comfort and joy.
You just gotta love one thing about Jeff is how he keeps his It's funny. This is the truth of a bass is that when he goes higher, it sounds more like it doesn't sound like he's sitting in his comfort zone. If you know what I'm saying, comfort and joy. Whereas when you hear the tenors of course voice play singing, that's their low sound because he's exceptionally deep. Um, his harmonies sound. I mean, when he sings it higher, it makes you remember that he ought to be singing lower all the more. And yeah, I guess this is an example. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but hey, a lot of you give me such ginormous comments. I'm pretty sure one of you are going to break it down for me. So thanks for listening thus far. Also, given this song right here, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, um, when you deliver it with such a low, with such a low range, it it gives the song all the more gravitas and all the more impact. I feel, even though these songs are generally supposed to be almost lullaby-ish, all of a sudden it's become an operatic piece. I may sound like an idiot because if this indeed is for an opera, which I haven't adequately researched, then yeah, I would have just exposed my ignorance. But anyway, let me know what you think.
Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay.
And you gotta love the way he acts, looking at nothing. You know, like when he's the people on the other side, knowing that at this point, this version of me is gonna be singing. So I want the guy on the right of him looking this way. Anyway, you gotta love the way that he controls the Charlie Chaplin effect of having many copies of himself. Anyways,
remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray.
Sorry, my wife's just next door having a sleep, and I don't want to wake her up. But I really want to say, "Fuck, that's so dope." Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, I guess she's not very big on expletives. Anyway, did you hear what I'm saying about the high notes also? The high note sounding heading towards a falsetto, heading towards it's not even taking on the glow of your standard head voice, which effectively is the mixed voice, but it's getting more breathy as he goes higher, which is a great flip on I like the way he flips conventions on their heads by making the bass the focal point rather than the higher point, higher ranges, not higher frequencies. Because it's funny, when I started playing the piano, I typically want to do the melody with my left hand and chords on with the right. People always think that bass should not have any character. It should just serve as um provide filler notes with pedal tones and all that. But when it comes to Jeff, he flips the thing on his head and essentially sings the way I naturally want to play the piano. Sorry, I know that may not mean anything to you, but do you appreciate Jeff making the bass range the focal point as opposed to the higher range as is typically done? Because most people just don't have the bass range to provide melody with in such a manner. What do you think? Anyway, let's keep going.
And joy, tidings of comfort and joy. Now to the Lord sing praises. Now to the Lord sing praises. Now to the Lord sing praises, all you within this place, and with true love and brotherhood each other now embrace. Holy tide of Christmas, all others doth deface. Whoa, tidings of.
So what I'm trying to say is that the higher ranges, I'm sure he's got it because I'm hearing him bring it out a bit more, but he's not belting in the higher ranges, which yet you'd get from the tenors of voice play by this point. But let's see how he climaxes with this song.
Comfort and joy, comfort and joy, oh, tidings of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry gentlemen. God rest ye merry gentlemen. Shepherds at those tidings rejoicing much in mind, and left their flocks a feeding in tempest, storm, and wine.
And he's very big on this. Eventually touching, using the higher ranges very gently, doing this ebbing in and out of the way to sing it. I wonder. Now, of course, in case any of you out there say, "Well, of course he's a bass. What do you can expect?" Shut up. I understand how the voice works in that regard, but I'm just saying, I'm finding it interesting the way he's approaching this cover. But maybe I'd like to hear a song where he belts his high ranges also. If you got one of those, wait, I've heard him do one note in, I can't remember which one it was. One of those, I think it was Oogie Boogie. One of them, not Oogie Boogie. It was a piece where I think it was Santa. There we go. Santa was on a chair with duct tape on his mouth, and all the voice play people being creepy around him, and then he just goes high for a moment. Any other piece from that one than that one, but hey, it is fitting for Christmas, so I'll review it. But let me know what you think. Anyway, let's keep going.
And went to Bethlehem, straightway the Son of God to find. Tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Now to the Lord sing praises. Now to the Lord sing comfort and joy. Now to the Lord sing praises. Now to the Lord sing comfort and joy. Comfort and joy.
He's got to love the way that the vocal fry brings just that little bubbling effect when he comes particularly low. It's like it tickles the ears. I don't know, but it's though you can hear every vibration of the polished bass range that he's got there. Anyway, let's listen to that. Listen.
Comfort and joy.
And the lights off, brilliant. And like you said, Christine Stromberg, I should check out the Patreon. Well, when I finally am able to actually extract funds from YouTube because I haven't reached the threshold, I'd love to put that money back into this voice play Patreon and dig in. But sorry, what I mean to say is I'd love to see how the scene in particular was set up. Um, also, um, whatever it takes, I gotta figure out how to tap into the bass the way he's provided. I don't care if it's dangerous. Well, I do. I mean, I have to be particularly careful so I don't wreck my voice with his techniques. But I'd give it a try, man. What he's able to do is stuff I dreamed about doing for years, and I almost gave up on until I, discovered something called sulfur hexafluoride, which I didn't buy, sadly, in time before I got to Japan. And well, I imagine how to get my hands on it now, but the hell, I'm gonna buy sulfur hexafluoride and then I'll start singing like him. Just joking. All right, people, let me know what you think. Happy Christmas in advance. Melekalikilaka. I think I'll do that next. Peace.